Lisa V, what do you make of Yolanda kind of looking out for Brandi?
I think she makes excuses for Brandi. And sometimes when Brandi does things, I feel that Yolanda gives Brandi a pass. And I don't really quite understand that, you know?
Well, I don't think I give her a pass. I think I don't make excuses for her. And I think that it's very easy for all of us to just kick her to the curb, you know, like a bag of trash and just move on with life and pretend we're all so perfect and great. But none of us are great. And
well,
I also think it's a different story when you haven't been on the receiving end also.
I just, in my heart, feel that she needs all of us. And I will not allow her to push me to the side, because that's what everybody does.
I have to say, I have been on the receiving end. And I think there is a time that you can forgive and see the good as well. So I have to disagree with that. Like, there comes a time in your life that you do have to put things aside and see the good in somebody and move forward.
And I did that too. We had our issues and worked through them.
I understand, but I'm just saying, you know,
I'm saying from Yolanda's perspective,
right.
She never really has.
Yeah.
And I don't know how differently she would feel or handle it if something
apart
happened
from
to
the
her
one
like
remark about Bella, those kind of low blows is not acceptable.
Coming up.
She's drinking, she becomes aggressive, and it might not be her problem, but it sure ends up as ours.
From Yolanda's perspective, she's never really been on the receiving end also. I don't know how differently she would feel or handle it if something
apart
happened
from
to
the
her
one
like
remark about Bella.
You're saying, am I an alcoholic? You've heard that about your daughter.
You're now personally attacking me
I'm not.
about my daughter, while I'm just trying to help you with
not.
your friend. Well, it
I'm
is.
not
She's
attacking
17. You
I'm
are.
not.
Those kind of low blows is not acceptable.
Well, my way to react was not to react.
Right.
Because I don't believe an eye for an eye. So.
Well, I'm
when
not saying an eye for an eye, but I could still
I
say, hey,
wasn't
that
taking
is
a
not,
low blow,
that
just so you know.
is not acceptable.
When you said that remark,
I was not taking a hit at her. I was simply saying, when people are saying this about your daughter and you know it's not true, it still hurts.
okay, my
I've never
question
heard
is,
that about
were
Bella.
people, okay, were people saying that about her daughter?
It was
were
in
people
blogs. It was in
It was in
magazines.
blogs
People
that
were
she had a
talking about-
DUI, but it wasn't in blogs that she had a problem with drinking.
Never.
No,
Never.
you hit back
Okay.
at
I
Yolanda
did not.
because Yolanda said, hey, we've got a problem. Just the way you hit back at me, we've got a problem with
What
your
they're saying,
drinking.
it did
And she
come
was
off
trying
like
to-
that, even though
It's not how it was meant.
Yes,
Okay.
it was. And
You
then
didn't mean it
suddenly
that way.
did a low,
And
you
you-
gave her a low blow. You gave her a low blow, and you said, well, what about Bella?
Let's let Yolanda comment.
You know, when she said it, when you said it to me, I knew exactly what you were doing.
What was she
doing?
doing?
You were trying to divert your story to my
Exactly,
daughter.
exactly.
And I consciously decided not to go for it, because my daughter is 17 years old. She's not an alcoholic, and nobody's ever said that about
Well,
her.
I'm 42 and I'm
So-
not an alcoholic, but you
But
could all
that's-
say it about
But
me.
you're
and
talking
it's
about a
okay.
17-year-old daughter.
I was
okay.
trying to help you. I wasn't
not okay.
attacking
And
you.
Bella's 17 and didn't sign up for this.
No, and
To
Bella
bring her into it
also
wasn't fair.
had a glass of wine and a DUI, and I've known Bella since she's a little baby, and she was comparing Bella's activity or misdemeanor or whatever it was,
but
you know,
I know,
misstep,
I
to
am-
her drinking, and that's not a fair comparison. If
Yeah.
it had been me, I would have said, you know what, you stop right there. You do not compare what my daughter's been through
I didn't want to get off
to your
topic.
situation.
It's
Okay,
already
okay.
hard enough for me
Well,
to
for
stick
some
with
reason,
my
I understand, I
my
understand.
train of thought.
Well,
so,
Shelley from Sydney, Australia said, why is it Yolanda's job to try and fix Brandi? Didn't she chide Lisa last year for mothering her?
It's not my job. It's what I feel in my heart. And sometimes you can't justify that in your head. It's just my feeling, my compassion for her as a human being. She's somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's friend, and I just don't think that we all need to point out anymore how dysfunctional her mouth can be.
Jen from Wheeling, West Virginia said, Yolanda, was getting Brandi to do a 21-day cleanse your way of saying, I think you have a drinking problem?
No, not at all. I trusted when she says, I don't drink, that she doesn't drink. I wanted her to show everybody that she can be 21 days without alcohol.
How was the cleanse?
It was boring, to be honest. But here's the thing. I have 2 children. I'm a single mom. There's a lot of times I don't drink.
Yeah.
But when I'm around this group, you kind of need alcohol to deal with them.
Did you do the whole 21 days?
Absolutely. When I set my mind to something, I do it, period. And I lost 7 pounds, so it was great.
Yeah, but now you're blaming your drinking on being around this group. That's not, it's not
Listen,
just saying I need
like
to drink to
have
be around
wine.
this group.
I'm not late.
You drink
Drinking
many
isn't a
times
problem.
without this group.
Listen,
I mean, I'm just saying
people
that's
drink,
pointing
people
it.
smoke pot, people do things here. You're going to keep pointing that out, it's going to come right
No,
back
but I'm
at
saying
you.
when you're saying, oh, well, I have to drink to be around these women, like,
If you guys
it's
are all
our-
having a drink and I can't,
Well, never said you couldn't.
so then what's the problem?
Do you think you change when you drink?
Of course, who doesn't?
Do you think Eileen said that you're a mean drunk, that when you drink, you get mean? How do you feel about that?
I think it depends on the company. I mean, I can give you a lap dance if you want. If you're nice.
You know what? Can I say this? My only experience is what I see you do, Brandi. I don't know how you are with other people or when you're drinking with other people. If I'm commenting on your behavior, I'm commenting on how you're behaving in front of me, in my home.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's all I can comment on. And I've not ever said you were an alcoholic. I have no idea. I do think that you can't handle your alcohol well, from what I've seen. You cross over into being very
It's true.
aggressive and bitchy
No,
and
that's not true.
not nice. Or you're very slurry and you want, the whole thing with baby face. There's just this whole situation of ugliness that happens.
Kim, how do you think Brandi changes when she's been drinking?
Sometimes she doesn't change at all. I mean, sometimes she's fun. Sometimes she gets a little ornery. I think it just, like she said, depends on who she's with and the environment.
I've seen Brandi over the years with her children, lovely, not drinking. I'm not contesting that at all. I'm saying often when we're out, she's drinking, she becomes aggressive, and it might not be her problem, but it sure ends up as ours.